my name is Polis Ranger, and today we'll be doing the top 10 sniper weapons. Obviously enough though, we'll be doing up to the melees, to the secondaries, to the primaries. Now obviously, with some classes they have different types of secondaries. For example, sniper, he has Didgeri and SMGs. And also the backpack type of stuff, but I'm going to mostly concentrate on the Didgeri based stuff and SMGs, as we don't really have a lot of them. Also, if I can't pronounce the name, that's because I have dyslexia and global learning delay, which affects my pronunciation. Just to let you know that before we begin the top 10. So, at number 10 is Stampede Stopper. Stampede. I think that's right, Stampede. And there's like a little tiny description, but it's basically a fancy sword for the jungle. It would have been perfect for the Jungle Inferno update if Sniper did get a weapon. It would be a shame if these didn't get in a type of update. But nevertheless though, it's a good little weapon indeed. Next is Tidebringer. Another sword for the sniper. I think we don't really have a lot of sword-based weapons, but there are some pretty interesting good ones for him. As he has a nice variety of weapons, he only uses only a certain amount of them, and the Bushwhacker was overpowered in its glory days, but not anymore. Could these new weapons be the ones that Sniper needs? We'll have to wait and find out in the next update, hopefully soon. At number 8 is the Jabber Jaw. I could only find 2 pictures, unfortunately, but basically rip a jaw of a crocodile or some sort of animal and to make your own primal weapon and start smacking people with it. I guess this would call bleed damage or do extra damage, but swings are quite slow. Now to the secondaries. Some were Didgeri based. Nuclear core. Why coat people in piss or mad milk if you throw radiation, cause them radioactive bleed damage? Throw out a group of enemies and they're burning for a good long while, and the only way they can remove it is a medkit or death, which fits it perfectly. And I actually quite like it. It looks very fancy. And I wish we had another space update. I would really love that to see in the game. At number 6 is the Melf's Magic Poison. So it's basically a poison bottle, which yet again, you can bleed someone or a poison effect which would slow them down and they would take damage. And it would be useful. You're a huntsman sniper. You throw this at an enemy player, it slows them down. You take your huntsman arrow and shoot at them. Or it would be useful for your teammates in certain situations. But these are area in denial. But what about your SMGs at number 5? Didgeri-PEW. We gotta give the sniper a new SMG. He really needs a new one. Besides the standard one and the cleanest combine, we need a new one for him. As we haven't had one for a very long time. And don't forget, Sniper needs some sort of way to defend himself against certain classes. And this would be a very interesting weapon. It counts your kill, so it might be a nice priority weapon. But what about if you stick a throw dry? The Plastic Pisstol. Basically a Didgeri SMG, and you can coat your enemies in piss. It wouldn't do any damage, but it would coat your victims in Didgeri. So rather just go on Kobe or random luck and those proper Didgeri strikes, just get a water gun, fill it with your own urine, and go all wee man and spray your friends. Now to the primary weapons, the Manncannon. This weapon needs to be added in, and if there was the ability to crouch in a game like proper prone, then this would be the ideal weapon. But again, it'll probably be a bit overpowered. The snipers could decide in the corner, but then spies will have a field day going stab. Imagine this in NVM. This would be seriously overpowered. It would actually make Sniper more viable, actually, and get people into it. I hope so, because this looks pretty badass. And number 2 is the Viewfinder. Hang on a minute, this sniper weapon was in the TF2 game files before it was removed, and Valve News Network reported about it. Well, it may be in a couple of times, and I would love to actually see this. If it is true that maybe there is a future update that this weapon could be in, I really hope so, because it looks pretty badass. And look at this, the little monitor actually shows what you're looking at. I mean, come on. Tell me you don't want that in the game. And at number 1, Dead Air. We need a crossbow in this game, besides the Crusader's crossbow for the mech. I mean, like, an actual crossbow. This for the sniper would be excellent. Imagine that. It would take combat sniper to the next level. It would be very fascinating how it works. Obviously, it would do headshots. But maybe the reload is slow, and it would be maybe 2 seconds slower than the Huntsman. What do you guys think about that? And those are the top 10 sniper weapons. Now I know you're probably wondering, but what about the backpacks and all that, you know. But I think sniper has plenty of that, you know, Darren's Danger Shield, the Razorback, the backpack. I would put more of it in, but I think sniper needs more, you know, Durante-based weapons, more SMGs, and more sniper rifles and melee weapons. He really needs. Some of them could be good priority for utility, and some, well, come on, they just look badass. And one we really need is the Dead Air. But what do you guys think? Thank you for watching, and have a good day.